This is the week in between Christmas and New Year's. Now, for most of us, this is a week that you don't actually work, but for me, this is a week where I get a ton of work done. I spend a lot of time just doing administrative work around my office. And this particular week is also a time when I'm doing returns from Christmas. See, more recently, I have been plagued with this concept of making sure that I invest in things. Take, for example, this chair right here. See, I have gone through so many office chairs. For example, this chair was just a year ago. This is my new chair. And this chair was a chair that I got to replace this chair. All of which are still here in my basement. You see, a year ago, somebody gave me an Amazon gift card for $75. And I said, I want a new office chair. And I went on and found an office chair for $75. Got it. Put it together, sat down in it and said, this chair will be good enough. And for the last year, I've used this chair. Going into this holiday season, I said, I want a new office chair. So I went on Amazon again. Now, I'm not the first lover of Amazon. Truly, maybe this is a video I make sometime. I don't, for some reason. I have a mental block on Amazon. Sorry, Jeff Bezos, not really sorry. But anyway, once again, I went on Amazon to look up a chair. And as I started to look, I felt like, you know what? This is a chair that I sit in every day for at least 4 to 6 hours a day. I sit in this chair. So if I'm going to be sitting in a chair for 4 to 6 hours, I should invest in a chair. And that is what brought me to this chair. This chair, even still, only $205 I think was the price. It's an Amazon workplace chair. It is fantastic. It is like sitting on a cloud. Every morning when I come down with my coffee and I sit down in this chair and sit back, it is like being greeted by an old friend. An old thick friend who likes you to just snuggle up with them on their, no, that sounds weird. Anyway, it's like being greeted by an old friend. I love it. Flash forward to Christmas. I asked for a new mouse. This is my current, this is the mouse that I use now. Now, you can't see this. I have very large hands. My hand to mouse ratio doesn't really fit. But when I got the MacBook, I wanted the Apple mouse, but I didn't want to pay the Apple mouse price. So I got a aftermarket Chinese version rechargeable wireless mouse that looks like the Apple mouse, slightly different. Flash forward to Christmas time, I say I want a new mouse and I asked for the Microsoft Arc mouse because I looked at the design and thought, hey, that could be pretty cool. Let's check that out. Now, that's pretty neat. You can have it flat if you want. You can go ergonomic and have it bent. Instead of a flywheel, you just drag your 2 fingers, similar to what you would do on a mouse pad, tracker pad, or whatever. But the problem was, it was still too small. I didn't like the 2-finger drag. I wanted to just be able to easily go with 1 finger. Long story short is, I had a moment's fleeting thought of, you know what though? I'll put up with it for now. That is the wrong mentality to have, people. Let me tell you right now, you need to invest in the things that you use all the time. You need to invest. So today is a review, a tech review of a new mouse that I got for my computer. But it's not a tech review. Today there's a deeper lesson to be learned here. But it's also a tech review of the Logitech MX Master Series. So let's go ahead and get into it right now. So the MX Master 3. Now, I went over to Best Buy. I normally don't go to Best Buy because it's almost never the Best Buy. It's almost always the more expensive spot to buy something. Best Buy, you gotta work on that. After testing every mouse that they had on their shelf, this was the first mouse I've ever come across that fits this gigantic hand, as well as has pretty much every feature I've ever wanted a mouse to have without being this big, gaudy, ugly thing. Like some of the new mouse options out there are like upright where your hand is sideways and you have the right and left click on the side. Other ones with that stupid wheel. Sorry to all you wheel mouse people, that thing is weird and doesn't belong. Why do you need the wheel? Just use the mouse and the little tracker. The wheel is pointless. I don't get it. I don't get the wheel. But this mouse stuck out. Put my hand on it, like the click feel, like the size of it, like that there's a little thumb rest, which you'll see in a second. Did not love the price. The price of the Logitech MX Master 3, and my wife doesn't know this yet, so I gotta keep my voice down, is $99 with tax, $106 for a mouse. Let's go ahead and take a look at the product itself. So, box-wise, beautiful packaging. Logitech always does a pretty good job, whether clamshell or something a little bit nicer, they always do a good job. As you open up the product itself and you pull out the inner sleeve, I know, I say this all the time, I hate using paper, but I love good packaging. I mean, everything about this screams upscale quality tech. Open it up, and it's like you just opened up the Darth Vader of mice. I don't know what to say in this situation. It comes with a USB little thumb drive for you to put in if you want to go USB as an option if you have an older computer that doesn't have Bluetooth, but it is also Bluetooth. Also inside of here you have your charging wire, and inside of here is also the, I would say, the owner's manual, but it's not really a manual. If you want information on this mouse, the best spot to go is to the website for this mouse. It has everything you want to know on it. But the cool thing about this charger is, if you use Apple, it is a USB-C. So you won't even need this wire. Literally, you're just gonna end up storing that away in case something ever happens to yours. The mouse itself, you take on out of here, out of the packaging. Again, I just love the whole setup. When I opened it up, I was very impressed. And here is the MX Master 3 mouse. You have your tracker wheel here, your left and right click buttons. On the side, you have a side flywheel for moving on a horizontal axis. You have these two buttons, which depending on the application you are in on your computer, especially if you're an Apple fiend, this functionality, these two buttons typically do redo and undo. I still have yet to use them, but being somebody who's in Photoshop almost every day, I'm very excited about that. This thumb rest here is also a button. If you're on Mac and you hold that down, it allows you to quickly switch between different programs that you're in. Really cool feature. This button right here, there's two different modes of scrolling using this mouse. One mode is kind of the standard where you feel the click, 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 a line by line scrolling. And then the other one, if you click this button, is a smooth guide wheel that allows you to scroll to the bottom of something lightning fast. Super smooth, really nice. I prefer the line to line click, 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 but I have used both as I've been using this mouse over the last 24 hours. And as you can see on the bottom, it gives you the ability to go between 1, 2, or 3 different devices. So when you set this up, if you have your one laptop and then you have a secondary laptop or computer and you want to be able to jump between those two, you just pick it up and program the next one and you're good to go. This particular mouse is easily the greatest mouse I've ever used on a computer. Oh man, I really like you. So let's get to the point of what this video is about. Because this video is about more than just a review of the MX Master 3 and the fact that it's got things like when you charge it, it goes for 70 hours. 70 hours. As many of you know, if you work on a glass desktop or if you take your mouse and your computer with you on a trip and you're sitting at a glass table or other surface, many optical mouses don't work on those surfaces. Well, this one does. If you are using this mouse on one computer and you switch to another device, you can copy files from one computer to another that are not connected using this mouse. The lesson of this video is A, I fully endorse the Logitech MX Master 3. Again, listen, this wasn't free. This wasn't a free product. I bought this myself with my own hard-earned money. I bought this mouse. I give it an 8 out of 10, and it's slowly blowing my mind more. I might have to give this a 9. Let's up that. This is a 9 out of 10 product. But the greater message in this video is to invest in the products that you use on a regular basis. Get quality products. Stop always going for the cheapest option. Invest in the things you use all the time. All right, y'all, that's it. Wish you the best. If you want to check out the Logitech MX Master 3, link in the description below. Otherwise, y'all, I wish you the best. Have a great day. Take care.